Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
I knew him before he was Diddy. And I knew him for a long time. When I first became champ, I knew him.
And in this
Folks, let me tell you, the scope of celebrities involved in this Diddy affair is no joke. But let's be real, it's hardly a shocker, considering Diddy's towering presence in Hollywood for 3 decades now. We all know how the industry thrives on connections, and Diddy's got 'em all. Over the years, he's been rubbing shoulders with more than half the rap scene, and his 50th birthday bash in 2020 was a who's who of A-listers. We're talking Kelly Rowland, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Snoop Dogg, the Kardashians, Beyonce, and a whole lot more. So what's with these rumors that Kanye West is currently spewing connecting LeBron James to Diddy? Let's find out. But of course, before we get any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this.
We want to tell you we miss you playing, doing your thing on the court, but just you've been a leader in the community. Congratulations on everything you're doing with the schools.
Given Diddy's heavyweight status in the industry, it's no surprise that his gatherings draw the creme de la creme of celebrity circles. However, lately, there's been a surge in male celebrities being associated with him, sparking a flurry of fresh allegations. The situation has escalated to the point where fans are closely scrutinizing his interactions with male stars. Take, for instance, a recent interview featuring Diddy and boxing legend Mike Tyson, where observers noted Tyson's measured yet assertive response when Diddy attempted physical contact.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Yeah. Well, now, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right? We'll be right back with more right after this.
LeBron James's inclusion in the discussion raised more than a few eyebrows. Known for keeping a low profile and steering clear of controversy, LeBron has maintained an impeccable image throughout his illustrious career. Unlike many athletes, he's never been embroiled in a cheating scandal or even faced rumors tarnishing his reputation. So, hearing his name linked to Diddy's parties definitely caught many off guard. LeBron's association with Diddy has stirred up quite a mess, especially considering his pristine public image. It's not merely hearsay either. LeBron himself acknowledged his presence at Diddy's parties, famously stating, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Remember what Cat Williams said about Diddy's intentions? Well, it seems LeBron didn't heed that advice, and recent leaked footage only adds fuel to the fire, showing him thoroughly enjoying himself at one of the gatherings. Suffice it to say, this doesn't bode well for his good guy image.
I got the Richie to sit on my lap, and sometimes I ought to be pulling the blade. After no earth, ever since I got that rocket chain that took the trip out of space. All the same bird, I'm on my tongue, and they ain't cool, but they ain't hate. I'm on my word, so when you're doing the purpose, if you ain't on my little gate. Madison Church, when they see everything down in the stone, in my nigga's face. Ain't got a rub, and it's not a race. Go!
Lord of Drake, it's however niggas won't take it, ayy. I'm having my way.
It's indeed fascinating how Kanye's past remarks seem to have a way of resurfacing with relevance. The connections he drew between LeBron, Diddy, and shady dealings certainly raise eyebrows, especially now with recent developments. The fact that Meek Mill's ties to Diddy have come to light only add to the intrigue surrounding LeBron's involvement. With footage confirming LeBron's attendance and apparent enjoyment at Diddy's gatherings, it's natural for people to start questioning what exactly goes down at these parties and what LeBron might have witnessed.
Okay. We need more room. Let's move it back. Get my Ciroc.
According to an insider, LeBron is vehemently denying any involvement in the alleged illegal activities that occurred at the parties. He asserts that during his presence, he didn't witness anything illicit and suggests that if any wrongdoing did occur, it must have transpired at parties he did not attend. LeBron maintains that his observations consisted solely of Diddy and other guests dancing with women, making it difficult for him to discern their ages amidst the haze of heavy drinking and revelry. However, fans remain skeptical, with some commenting that LeBron must be aware of Diddy's activities. Nevertheless, LeBron's enthusiastic participation in certain aspects of the gatherings has not gone unnoticed, leading to concerns about his potential implication in the unfolding situation. But what are your thoughts on LeBron's involvement with Diddy's affairs? Do you think that he has solid ties to the illicit activities mentioned in numerous lawsuits? Moving on, Kanye West has also revealed shocking realities about other people in show business. There's a lot of talk lately about Lucian Grainge and his part in the music world, especially after Kanye West spoke up about it. Rodney Lil Rod Jones even filed a lawsuit about it. It's shining a light on some pretty complicated stuff, and maybe some not-so-great behavior by big shots in the entertainment biz. Grainge, who runs Universal Music, usually keeps things pretty quiet, despite being a big deal in music. But now, with Kanye's podcast interview, people are wondering if there's more to his story. Kanye's saying some heavy stuff about Grainge's ties to Drake and how he might be taking advantage of Africa. It's making folks wonder how much pull Grainge really has and if he's playing fair. Kanye's painting Drake as kind of a pawn in all of this, which gets people talking about who really calls the shots in the music world. It's a part of a bigger conversation about how much control executives have over artists' lives, both on and off stage.
Lucian Grainge. He's been the CEO of Universal Music Group since 2010, so you know he done seen some. So I had to go to the damn documents. I had to see if this man was actually named, and he is. As you can see, it says Lucian Grainge, and it also says Universal Music Group. On top of that, it says Ethiopia. I cannot fuck up her last name.
Lil Rod's lawsuit adds another twist to the story, hinting that Diddy might be part of a bigger group of powerful people involved in some serious wrongdoing, especially within the music and entertainment world. This lawsuit not only points fingers at Diddy, but also puts Grainge in the spotlight, suggesting he might have had a more direct role in all of this than we thought. The lawsuit talks about Grainge hanging out at Diddy's places and their private yachts, hinting at a possibly too close relationship that could affect more than just their personal lives, maybe even how things work in the industry overall.
Before we even get into what happened, who is Lucian Grainge? Like, who is he? Because people don't know who he is, and I feel like you have to be higher up to know exactly who he is, and you've got to that level.
He's still higher. He's still a hired gun. He's just like a nigga handler. Like, he just control like Universal. He run it for him, but he ain't no overboss or nothing like that. He's not no.
When they mention Grainge sponsoring and going to private events at Diddy's place, where shady stuff supposedly went down, it raises some big questions about what exactly was happening there and who else might have been involved from the industry. These new details paint a pretty worrying picture of possibly bigger issues in entertainment, where people in power might be taking advantage of their position. As we learn more, it's super important for the industry, the media, and everyone else to really dig into these claims and think about what they mean for the artists and for the whole entertainment world.
And they sucking the record label executives, and it's like there's too much of that going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my music, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and
Lil Rod's accusations in this lawsuit against Diddy and others, including Lucian Grainge, paint a pretty grim picture of what's going on behind the scenes in entertainment. The claim describes parties where some pretty sketchy stuff supposedly went down, like adult workers being there and substances being passed around. Hearing about all this not only challenges how we see these famous folks, but also makes us wonder about bigger problems in the industry. Lil Rod says that Grainge might have been in on it or knew about it, which adds a whole new layer to the mess. According to the lawsuit, Grainge is being talked about like he was in on it, maybe even supporting it financially. These serious allegations hint at a group of powerful people who aren't just making music, but might be mixed up in some pretty shady stuff that hurts vulnerable folks.
All of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucian.
Well, Lucian worked for people who control the banks in Africa.
If there really were hidden cameras and recordings of big shots at these parties, it's not just against the law. It's really, really wrong. It's like invading their privacy on purpose, which is just not okay. And if this kind of spying is going on, it could mean some serious trouble, like using the recordings to make people do what you want by threatening to expose them. Grainge saying he had nothing to do with it and taking legal action shows how serious these accusations are and how much they could hurt his and others' reputations. The legal fight going on is probably going to uncover more about what's really going on behind the scenes in the music world. When Kanye talks about Grainge being connected to big money and having control over important people in the industry, like Drake, it shows there's more to it than just making music together. Kanye's saying it's like there's a whole complex web of relationships and power plays going on, where artists might be getting used for someone else's gain. Understanding Grainge's journey to the top and what he does in the industry is super important to figuring out what's true in all these accusations. Being the big boss of Universal Music Group means he's got a lot of say in what music gets out there. So what he does matters to anyone who cares about how fair the entertainment world is.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but, yeah, but he
like,
got a billion, you know what I'm saying? His money is like infinite.
As things keep unfolding, we're all waiting to see how this mess affects the lives and careers of everyone involved. It's not just a juicy story for people to gossip about, it's making us all think about who holds power, who's responsible, and what's right or wrong. In the world where fame and entertainment rule, there's a belief that some big shots in the music game like Lucian might be making cash off the struggles of black artists and locking them into unfair deals. It's not just Lucian in the spotlight, other hip-hop heavyweights get mentioned too, like Leo Cohen, who mentored Jay-Z, admitting he signs artists who rap about substances and addiction. He says it's just how things are done in the industry, even though there's a serious problem with harmful substances hurting people. Dame Dash called Leo a culture vulture and accused him of trying to split up Rockefeller Records while making money off conflicts between black artists and bosses. There's talk going around that some big shots in the music world might actually make money when artists pass away. People say these labels might have insurance on artists' lives, which means they're worth more money lifeless than alive. You've probably heard about famous artists like Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, and rappers like King Von and Draco the Ruler, who reportedly made more money for their labels after they passed away. Cat Williams thinks there's something fishy going on with all these young rappers passing away. He says it's not just accidents, and someone always ends up making money from these sad events. Sometimes, he suggests, the people at the top might even have someone from the artist's own hometown take them out as a final insult. Cat thinks nothing in the music biz is as simple as it looks. Even if it seems like just bad luck, there's usually someone making a profit off it.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen.
There's also talk that labels sign artists who rap about assassinations, substances, and harshness to make a dangerous lifestyle seem cool. Since 1987, more than 90 rappers have been assassinated, often in the same cities where they grew up. Studies even show that assassination is the main cause of demise for hip-hop artists, and rap has one of the shortest life expectancies compared to other kinds of music. Let's delve into Leo Cohen's controversial remarks about DMX, who tragically passed from an overdose in 2021. In a memorial, Cohen's harsh comments, including labeling DMX a gremlin, stirred outrage. Despite not attending in person, he sent a recording insinuating that DMX's passing was unsurprising. This incident sheds light on the pressures within the hip-hop industry, where artists often feel compelled to comply with label demands for success. Examples like Diddy's favors for Clive Davis and Lil Rod's lawsuit against Lucian Grainge's Universal Music highlight the complexities and controversies within major labels. Grainge, a significant figure in the music scene, faces scrutiny amidst allegations, such as Kanye West's suggestion of his involvement in managing
Rich Baby Daddy.
Meanwhile, recent law enforcement activity targeting a superstar named P. Diddy, with rumors implicating Kim Kardashian in parties hosted by Diddy, intensifies celebrity gossip. While attending lavish events is routine for celebrities, allegations of misconduct demand thorough investigation beyond mere speculation. Kim Kardashian unfollowing Diddy on social media right before the police raid on his properties could raise suspicions, suggesting she might be trying to distance herself from potential trouble. However, without concrete evidence, her actions shouldn't be hastily interpreted as involvement in any legal matters. It could simply be coincidental or have other explanations.
I bet Corey told Kim Diddy was going to get raided, so she tipped Diddy off and unfollowed him in a pathetic attempt to save face. You might be right. We're definitely onto something. Something that I think is...
Nevertheless, the recent raid on Diddy's locations and the discovery of firearms and sophisticated equipment implies serious issues, especially with Homeland Security's involvement. This transcends typical celebrity drama and could signify significant legal ramifications if illicit activities are confirmed. Kanye's penchant for stirring controversy with his public statements adds another layer of intrigue. Any revelations he makes about the Kardashians or his interactions with Diddy would undoubtedly capture media attention. However, mere assertions from him would require substantial evidence for credibility. The Kardashians are adept at managing public perception and navigating challenging situations. If rumors linking them to Diddy surface, they'll likely handle them tactfully to safeguard their reputation. Speculation about the Kardashians' ties to controversial figures like Diddy underscores public skepticism regarding celebrities' transparency and ethical behavior. While it's natural for fans to connect dots based on available information, discerning reality from conjecture is crucial. Lou Taylor's role in the entertainment world, especially her part in Britney Spears' conservatorship, has also stirred up a lot of talk and anger. What Spears wrote about in her book and what other celebs like Courtney Love have said paint a picture of Taylor as someone with a lot of power and not always using it in the best way for the people she works with. Spears said Taylor played a big role in starting and running her conservatorship, which really messed up her life, both personally and professionally. Finding out Taylor might have used Spears' situation to help her own company TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group has made fans and supporters mad, and rightfully so. Courtney Love's story and accusations make Taylor seem even more like someone who's out to benefit herself, not caring about the people she's working with. Love saying Taylor tried to control Kurt Cobain's legacy and might have wanted to put her in a conservatorship like Spears's raises serious questions about ethics and the law. The fact that Love had a hard time finding a lawyer to go against someone as powerful as Taylor shows how tough it is for regular folks to fight against well-connected people in the industry.
The conservatorship, I mean, people really think that maybe she needs help at this point. Lou, anything? Robin?
When people like Lou Taylor get involved in celebrities' lives, it's not just about them. It shows bigger problems in the entertainment world like control, freedom, and taking advantage of others. The way power works in these situations can make artists feel stuck and like they're being used, especially when things like conservatorships are used in the wrong way. People were shocked and mad when they found out about this stuff, and now we're all taking a closer look at how conservatorships are handled in Hollywood. The papers and emails from Britney Spears' case prove what's been going on, and it's making us rethink how conservatorships are given out and watched over. For Lou Taylor and others working behind the scenes in Hollywood, all this attention might mean more legal checks and maybe changes in how things are done. For stars like Britney Spears and Courtney Love, finding out the truth could be a step towards making things right, even though the hurt they've gone through will stick with them. These events are showing us that the entertainment world needs to be more open and fair. As more people speak up about their experiences, it could make us rethink how power is used against the very people who make the industry tick. Lou Taylor's supposed actions, if true, paint a concerning picture of how things work in certain fancy part of the entertainment world. If she really did try to control people's money and lives through things like conservatorships, it's not okay. And it's not just Britney Spears. There's talk about Lindsay Lohan and even Justin Bieber being targeted too. There's talk that they're all part of covering up bad stuff in the industry, which isn't cool if it's true. Some folks say there's a religious angle to all this, which could affect how they do business and live their lives. Then there's this lawsuit with Lil Rod, which is no joke. If the claims are proven, it could mean serious trouble for everyone involved, maybe even legal trouble. All this talk about money, maltreatment, and power shows why the entertainment world needs to be watched closely, maybe even by the government. For big names like Lou Taylor, Diddy, and the Kardashians, being open about what they do and being responsible is super important to keep people's trust. And then there's Corey Gamble, mixed up in all this drama too. People are saying all sorts of things about him, especially since he's close to Kris Jenner. Some think he's tied to Diddy somehow, which makes things even juicier. In the world of celebs, where image is everything, having someone like Corey around to handle a crisis isn't uncommon. Kanye's rants just add more layers to this already tangled mess. His mentions of Lou Taylor and Corey alongside his strong opinions make things even more complicated. Kris and Kim Kardashian involving lawyers in response to these rumors demonstrates their seriousness in addressing potential threats to their reputation or legal concerns. Kanye's unpredictable nature and tendency to make sensational claims necessitate concrete evidence to substantiate any allegations he may level against the Kardashians. People will likely demand proof before accepting his assertions. Discussions about hidden cameras raise significant privacy concerns, particularly regarding whether all parties involved consented to surveillance. Corey Gamble's continued presence in Kris Jenner's life, despite Kanye's disapproval, underscores his influence within the Kardashian circle. His connections with prominent figures like Diddy, Steve Harvey, and Jay-Z could undoubtedly bolster his standing in the celebrity realm.
Same thing that the other, let's say media, because I'm not allowed to say, has done. So
opinions on this unfolding drama are divided, particularly among those who align themselves with Team Kanye. Fan allegiances often shape perceptions and judgments based on past actions. This controversy prompts broader reflections on the treatment of celebrities, privacy rights, and the dangers of jumping to conclusions without full knowledge of the facts. Any potential tapes or recordings should be scrutinized meticulously to ascertain their authenticity, understand the complete narrative, and determine if they were obtained legally. Recording someone without their consent is a serious matter that could lead to legal consequences regardless of the content captured. Kanye's tendency to publicly disclose personal matters often blurs the line between private issues and widespread drama, recently implicating Kim Kardashian in alleged shady dealings with Diddy, Meek Mill, and others. Regardless of their veracity, these accusations could have significant legal and personal repercussions for all involved, given Kanye's history of airing private matters.
Me not being able to say what I wanted. What was the point of being famous? What was the point of having, millions of people love your music?
Kim Kardashian's strategic move to unfollow Diddy on Instagram just before the police raid on his properties suggests a proactive attempt to mitigate potential fallout, underscoring her awareness of the seriousness of the situation. The Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties underscores the gravity of the investigation, with the seizure of electronic equipment potentially unearthing substantial information. Given the involvement of high-profile figures like Kim Kardashian and Diddy, the scandal has captured public fascination. But it's essential to prioritize the legal implications over mere sensationalism. This celebrity saga highlights the blurred boundaries between private and public life in the entertainment industry, raising questions about the responsibility of famous individuals to maintain decorum, particularly when their conflicts could lead to legal entanglements. Navigating the fallout from these accusations will be challenging for Kanye, Kim, and Diddy as they contend with both legal ramifications and public perception. Ultimately, the reality of the situation may outweigh the sensationalism. In the realm of celebrity gossip, where truth often intertwines with speculation, public disputes can take unexpected turns, harming all parties involved. The involvement of figures like Lou Taylor with ties to prominent stars such as the Kardashians and Britney Spears underscores the complexity of Hollywood's behind-the-scenes dynamics. As things play out, it's important that any accusations or theories are based on facts that we know are true. For the stars involved, managing how the public sees them will be super important, especially if any wrongdoing is confirmed. And for us, staying smart about where we get our info and not jumping to conclusions will help us understand what's really going on. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.